Welcome. My name is Ron. This is a Let's Play series I've been running for 3 or 4 months. I am in my forever world on a PlayStation 5, running Bedrock Edition. Uh, we're in the middle of my tiny takeover courtyard, where the takeover is happening as we can speak, as you can see, as we speak, as I speak, something like that. Anyway, um, these little mushroom cows are just so freaking adorable, and they have a couple little friends here. But I've been busy as usual, expanding and adding to my base and my world. So let's go check some of that out. As you can see here, we've got a couple baby chicks in here. Uh, he doesn't have a name yet. That's one of the warm biome ones, I think. And there should be another one in here, as long as they haven't gotten lost. Yeah, here he is. He's a cold biome chicken, I think, or tundra or taiga chicken. So it doesn't have a name yet, but he's got a placeholder name. Um, they the mushroom cows kind of hang out in here. They end up in my storage room over here. Um, but uh, but they tend to like it in there. It's nice and grassy. It keeps them occupied and entertained. Let's see. Yeah, they do like to wander away. So some of the things I've been up to. I've been expanding stuff. I have this whole new area downstairs, um, which used to be, well, this wasn't a place even. This was just an empty area. But I've got some farms down here now, and more room for activities. I can watch the Copper Golem doing his thing, which he doesn't seem to be doing. I'm not quite sure what's up with him. Are you stuck, buddy? No, you're just doing your thing. Yeah, you're getting way behind. You must have been stuck or something. But yeah, so the Copper Golem has a little place in here. He does his thing. Um, and then I have more farms down here. Even some bees to help pollinate. I've lit it up a bit, so just quick, easy access to a farm under my base. And then one more. Uh, this whole area was 7 different other things throughout my base, throughout my 3 or 4 months in here. There was a cactus farm here that was overproducing cactus. Um, I can't quite remember what else was here. I've given enough base tours. It's changed quite a bit, but this was a day project or two. I just wanted to sort of gut the bottom floors of my base and try to come up with something different, including where the basement comes up into the base, and yeah, so that was a project I've been working on. And then over here we've got the spire, the nether spire, nether portal, where I grow all my nether netherwort. That's what it is, right? Netherwort, yeah. So the netherwort grows right here. Um, the spire wasn't as tall as the mob grinder, and I wanted to add to it, so that's what I've done. I've added a few more floors. It's got some nice views from up here now of the rest of my base and the surrounding areas. So I was quite happy with how that turned out. Um, and then this would be one of the top floors of the spire. Again, some great views of my base and the surrounding areas. So let's take a fly over here. Wow, let's fly over here and get a look at it. So it's open at the top. It's considerably taller than it was, and I just thought it fit better. Perfect landing. Perfect landing. I just thought it fit better next to the mob grinder. That's the mob grinder. Just runs in the background in the center of my base all the time. And that's my potion brewing nether spire tower. So that was a fun little project. I seem to have a fisherman who's just fishing on his own out there, but that's okay. He'll be fine. Um, it's already night again. So we'll just borrow somebody's bed over here in the fishing village since I don't seem to be using it. And let me see. The mob farm, the floating mob farm I built over here, it was done, but it wasn't looking as aesthetically pleasing as I wanted. So I went back with more mangrove leaves, wood, more calcite for the base. So it's looking a lot more like what I wanted it to. My girlfriend said it kind of looks like a mushroom cloud off in the distance sometimes um, when it's not fully rendered in. And then on the floors, I actually expanded quite a bit up there. So let's just check where we are. We're on normal. Just set it to hard, and the actual spawn rates of the mobs up there has gotten much better, and it's an easy way for me to get XP or repair some tools if I'm desperate enough. And it really works. Really, let's just fly up here real quick. Give it sort of a reset. And oh yeah, look, there's some people in there. They want to say hi. Uh, I can actually literally just use my shovel to tap these guys, and that'll even repair my shovel. I had some problems with line of sight issues of the creepers, so I moved the entrance to the storage underneath over here. Um, so get all the regular kind of drops and such too. I don't have copper columns set up over here sorting it out or anything. I don't know that I want to, but it is a little more convenient sometimes to have them do that. It's just a few items, and they don't get overwhelmed with, you know, a huge amount of stuff. But the carpet keeps the XP from sort of getting stuck in the hoppers or whatever, and then the sides are all obsidian to protect me as much as I can from air and creeper explosions and such. But the mob rate has improved quite a bit, so I just filled out the top of the tree more with spawnable areas, and they just yeah, the rates are much better now. So I was much I was very happy to improve the rates as much as I did. And with this half carpet, things like baby zombies can't sneak out or anything either. And yeah, like I said, they just the drop rate is really good here. And like I said, if I want, I can literally just repair actual tools in my main hand. And yeah, it's so convenient too because it's so close to my base. But yeah, I put I just expanded out the floors, and you can't really see it because it's all in the leaves and stuff. But yeah, it comes out to here on the edge, and this is surrounded by leaves, so you can't really see it. But yeah, it's working. It's working much better than it was. Much better. So yeah, and there's just really the other thing to show off is over here. So over here, there used to be a hill. On the hill was a stump. It's where the happy gas kind of lived, and it was like right here, and it went up quite high actually, and it wasn't really giving me a good view around my base. It was kind of unsightly. It was in the way. I hadn't terraformed it or done anything fancy with it, so I dropped a couple beacons and or maybe just the one. I can't remember. But yeah, I flattened the hill. It was a lot. It was a lot of blocks. It was. I had a horse stable in here too underground from like episode 3 or 4 or something, and yeah, pretty much from here it went up, and it was just everywhere, and it's all gone. It's all gone. So I have plenty of stone and dirt and various things like that. Um, and I have been promising since episode 1, and we're at what, episode, yeah, what, 20, 25? I can't remember because I don't remember the episodes anymore. To build a barn for my animals. So this is based on a design I saw for an Australian cattle sheep barn. Let's see, it's pretty basic, but it gets the job done. It it's it's got a fairly simple structure, covers a big enough area where I can house a lot of animals, and it it wasn't like an exact block for block copy of anything. I had some ideas, some pictures. I ran some through again through Google Gemini to generate some ideas and shapes based off some real life buildings I had seen, and this is what we came up with. So so anyway, it's in this whole area was. I was gonna go down to like 64, but that's because that's water level height. But at this height, it's you get a much better view of the base from this angle and stuff, which you couldn't get, you really couldn't get before. So it's all about sight lines and again, like painting the scenery. The the ty, taiga, the trees over there. I always get the names wrong. The trees on the hill are new. There used to be a bunch of cherry blossom trees over there, whatever. So just for that height, that angle, and everything, the cherry blossoms kind of detracted. I thought from with the snow in the background and everything. I thought the those trees would do a much better job. So um, and then we have the one dog just here, kind of hanging out at the doorway. But it's an open area. I've got some sniffers over here. They're doing their sniffer thing. They're on mud, and if they find anything, it falls through the mud into some hoppers, and it goes right here to these chests. They're kind of cramped in here. I might uh, spread them out more or something. I'm not quite sure. And then I moved some of the mushroom guys into the barn as well. They uh, they were hanging out in the nether, and they're probably much happier being out of the nether. And then I've got the taiga cows here, the fuzzy cows. They're over here, and I've got plenty of room for more animals. I haven't decided how many more I want to put into it, but they're here in a barn. And then the horses. The horses. Not all the horses are here, but there's a lot of horses, and they're hanging out here. So again, plenty of room, lots of space to store lots of animals. I don't want to load up the world or slow down the world with too many animals in one space. But they're definitely got some room, and then I've got a zombie horse here as well, and a few donkeys, which were faster than some of the other donkeys, but they're still pretty slow. My horse collection they're all quite fast actually. I think this guy was especially fast, I noticed. But let me just check it out. Do you have a jump? Yeah, there you go. But pretty fast, I thought. And I don't know, just showing off what I've been doing. It doesn't seem like there's been a lot going on, but yeah, there was a lot of work just flattening that hill, building that tower, remodeling the basement, and yeah, I didn't hit my normal day for uploading. I usually have a few days off and do some uploads then or whatever. I still have a lot of animals down here. I'm not sure that I'm gonna do with them. Maybe I'll put another like farm or barn somewhere else and maybe move them over there. Um, yeah, and then I have a lush cave I've opened up over there across the way. There's not much to show about that though. But yeah, I've got more ideas, I've got more plans, and I'm just having fun with it. So that's really what I've been up to. So probably make this a little shorter of an episode. The last one ran long because it was kind of a milestone episode, and this one, oh, yeah, part of the remodel was the tunnel down here. There's a tunnel that goes down here, and I made it a little narrower at the opening here. But this is one of my first expansions was this tunnel for the horses down here. And then sometimes I forget I have areas, so I have another area with horses and stuff under here. And then under here, I've got more farms. I've got huge, huge watermelon and pumpkin farm here too. So, and then one wheat field here. I'm probably going to add more wheat fields at some point, but yeah, I still like the idea of making parts of my base accessible for horses, for walking, and things like that. So I haven't forgotten I haven't forgotten that part of the game. I do spend a lot of time on the with the elytra, but yeah, I do enjoy taking it slower with the horses and such. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what's next on my list of things to do. I don't know that I have anything major planned next. I just kind of sometimes you finish a couple projects and you just like reassess, what's the next thing, what needs the most work, what are you unsatisfied with, or what's on the list. The list is still quite long. I've put in a nether portal here, and I've put in some other nether portals. They connect. They're not they're not pretty yet or anything. They just work. Um, so there's one here. That's to the main base, and then I put one over here, and it goes right to the fishing village too. They're all so close to each other. I should let's get out of there. See, do I have frames? No, I don't have a frame. But this is an updated version of the local map. Get an idea where things are. The barn is the big black square on the right hand side. We're on the fishing village. The main base is where the two green dots are, and yeah, there's a lot of ocean out there. I could be doing some more custom islands or something, or expanding the wheat farm like at the bottom of the map. So, and so yeah, this just takes us out to the fishing village, which I built a few episodes ago. And there's my warm ocean biome over there. But yeah, it's all feel like it's all coming together, it's getting connected. There's the other mob farm. But yeah, if you get to a certain distance over here, it kind of disappears in the background. No, it's not this distance. Um, but yeah, I've got a lot of areas over there I could be working on, and I've got a whole hill over there I could do something with. Yeah, just I mean just from the sight line alone, and then there's just huge chunks of maps I haven't even. I've got a whole Badlands kind of mesa, painted desert, whatever kind of area, and a bunch of jungle too. I could start adding animals to a zoo. I could I could do anything. I mean it's Minecraft. There's plenty of things left to do in this world. But yeah, I wanted to check in. I know I'm a day or two late from normal, but like I said, I've been busy building and having fun, and that's really what it's about. And there's no artificial schedule or timeline for when I'll release things or when I'll finish things. I generally don't like to build on a project that takes 2 or 3 weeks, though. I don't. I'd enjoy mega projects that take. I know that that's a thing, but I generally like to take like bite-sized, small, medium size projects and just finish them off in a week or so. So yeah. And if you made it this far, thank you. I don't know how else to say that, but yeah, I'm very happy with how my videos are getting views and people are commenting. And I don't do the whole, like and subscribe. I survived 1,000 days, blah 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 blah. I I just like to make changes to my world. I like to share the world I'm building, and I'm glad some people find that enjoyable. So again, my name is Ron. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.